Patreon. Good enough.
Huh? What? We're starting? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody, to the Norse Cast. We're Norse now. That's what all of our channels are going to be from here on out for the foreseeable future. For the rest of our lives, until we die, we are Norse mythology guys.
Analysts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like to think that if the ancient Norsemen had YouTube, they would have made analysis channels.
They would have been us.
Of their own legends. So we're really just carrying on the legacy.
That's right. So everybody introduce yourself. My name is Thur, God of Blunder. Ho ho! Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it?
I forget who I am. I'm that guy. On the screen right now. There he is.
Oh, no, you're making him edit things in? Oh, what a fucking nightmare.
I sent him an image that you could just put it in.
Is Jesse posting this?
I guess so. I don't know where I'll post it. I guess on the...
You make a whole new channel.
Yeah, you gotta make the Norse channel, dude.
Drowning in Norse
Guys,
shoes.
I gotta say, if we're really gonna stick to this Norse theme, I think I'm gonna get going because I don't have anything to say about it.
Why don't you see how it develops?
We're not really doing a Norse thing.
I'm ready to throw that baby right out with the bathwater.
Yeah,
that's the kind of can-do attitude I like to hear.
Let's just get this out of the way right now and just skip right to fucking Norse mythology finale. Fuck everybody, I hate Norse mythology. I'm done with it. Okay.
That was the fastest arc ever and the most satisfying.
Fucking Vikings, fuck Viking Con. I'm not going in 2016.
Something in there reminded me of Rick and Morty, and I just finished season 2. Man, how fucking good is Rick and Morty, guys?
It is great,
so
and you're
good.
very late to the party.
I know I'm super late, but it was
the
best.
Show.
It was the best.
You might even say, it's a good show.
You might.
You get it?
I don't get it.
It's because of the Italian at the end of every single episode.
I don't understand. Please
it's always
explain.
an Italian at the end.
Television programming in 2015 is in a renaissance.
Requires sponsorship. And who's going to pay for that? You, Jesse? You, Gibbon? Don't make me fucking laugh. We need sponsors, which is why I'm here advertising Mama's Old Fashioned Meatballs. You got to get the meat inside your balls. That's why you only go to Mama's Old Fashioned Meatballs. Don't forget to get some meatball-flavored rice while you're at the Shoda shop and mix that right in with your meatballs. And just put that whole thing right up your ass.
Did you say
and the nutrients get delivered directly to your brain system.
Well, I'm here representing Evan Williams Kentucky Cider, and our tagline is, fuck meatballs and fuck spaghetti, no one even likes it. You don't need meatballs, you need whiskey, cider, Kentucky Cider, a seasonal blend of apple cider liquor and Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, 17% alcohol, put that in your mouth and die. That's what you want to do every autumn from now on until Halloween next year, and the year after that.
Hi, Rick here from Conglomerated Spaghetti, Meatballs, Whiskey, and Cider here, and we're here to tell you, don't buy anything of those other guys that they're making. You only got to buy what we're making, because our guys are the best guys. They make the best things. They're the best guys. So don't buy from those other guys. Only us guys know what guys are good for your guys.
Hey, it's me. I'm the Kentucky Cider guy again, and I'm back, and I'm drunk now, but that other guy was an asshole, and I don't even like that guy. But you need to drink this. I told you once. I'm telling you again. Drink it or else you're a little bitch.
I'm the guy from Shock Top Apple Cider Whiskey Crime, and you gotta drink it all because it's the only thing that matters when you drink it. You put your mouth in It's the best guy. It's like alcohol.
I want to kill myself.
You gotta put it in the brown balls.
Hippo, I want to kill myself, Hippo. Hippo, help me. I don't care anymore. I don't care about anything. You think I care about these jokes? These japes? Not one bit.
I think of my brain.
Is it over? Is it over?
Is it?
I think the worst is over.
All right.
And that's why you got to get Mama's Old Fashioned meatballs.
No.
Yeah. Everyone.
It never ends.
Applaud.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do a podcast without Digi, guys. Let's just call it a night.
What's Digi got that I haven't got? I'm the best anime guy. I was confirmed with the release of all of my videos in the future, and they're gonna be great.
Let's trump everyone's.
Let's just stop being idiots and actually have a thing to talk about. Let's talk about what we have each been doing. Oh, my fucking wavelength thing's gone wrong again. It's clipping all over the place. It's going to sound terrible. Anyway, what have we all been doing? I'll go first. I recently released a Halloween video or two, the skeleton thing and the music video where I'm dancing and there's skeletons and colored lights. And at the moment,
He's rocking.
And
rolling.
Wasn't really received very well, but
Which one, the music video or the skeleton?
both of them. They're just sort of in not getting views limbo. It sucks.
That's the post MLP lifestyle.
I wanted it to do well, but whatever. I could talk about how I'm sad, but that's dumb. What I'm working on now is nothing, because I'm a stupid idiot.
Oh no!
I'm trying to write a script, but it's just not happening.
The script for the Gibbon finale, you mean?
Well, I've been like...
That's one idea.
The Gibbon finale was like a little stupid idea that I've been slowly building and adding to. I've got like research of all the different mythologies and including Norse mythologies, which is why it's relevant.
Bringing it back.
Wait, what? Really? There was a reason for that?
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about earlier in the chat before.
That was based on something?
It really was.
Wow.
Yes.
All right.
Fuck it. It's dumb. And Gibbon finale will probably never exist because I want it to be like a 4-hour long animation that is the most epic thing ever.
Don't go down the Jesse Wood path.
I want to one up Jesse. That was my dream.
Heavily based on the greatest mythology of all, the Horseshoe Saga.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
As told by the great philosopher Endless Jessicles in the 6th century BC.
I was going to make it full of lore and mind blows and stuff, and I might make it, but it won't be as grand as I'm imagining it in my head.
Never
will
grand.
Well, what you got to do, you got to start now, and you got to plant seeds for the next year.
You got to.
What I'm thinking
that nobody will ever notice or care about. And
what I'm actually thinking is like coming back and doing like reviews of all the episodes, from season 1 onwards, so that I could plant those seeds. I can get those little things in.
That is the worst idea
I've
ever heard.
Yeah, but it'll be a lot of episodes, and it will be really easy.
I know, but it would not be that easy. You say that now, but even making a fucking podcast is like an hour out of your life, and that hour you will never get back. If that's your dream, man.
It's
my dream, but it's not my goal. I don't really.
Unlike you, Jesse, I respect Gibbon's time, and I don't want him to waste it.
Well, you made me sad. I gotta drown my sorrows now with some Evan Williams Kentucky cider, which is a seasonal blend of apple cider liquid. Shit.
I'm drinking Shock Top Honeycrisp Apple Wheat beer, cider. Tastes like cider.
Anyway. The Gibbon finale, whatever, there's that. And I'm trying to write a script about Sonic Advance 3, which is actually my next video.
Joining the Sonic fandom, that's where the money is in 2015.
Dude, it seriously is. It seriously is. By the way, Sonic Advance games are all 10 out of 10s. They're all perfect games.
Yeah.
All the console ones suck ass. The advanced ones, perfect games.
I don't believe you for one second.
Sonic Advance 3 is the best Sonic game.
I don't need to play them because I know that they're on the Game Boy.
Oh, that sounds like an objective standard of review you got
there.
Mother 3 is on the Game Boy.
Mother 3 would be better on a console.
You would be better if you were out of this life.
That's why they call me Sir Swish, because I throw them up there, nothing but net. Sir Swish.
Mother 3's on a Game Boy?
Yeah, it's Game Boy Advance.
On a Game Boy?
Originally it was?
Originally Game Boy Advance, that's right.
Well, that's weird.
Isn't that bizarre? I know it's crazy, but yeah. It was originally was planned to be N64, but that got scrapped, and then I think it made it much better because it was
sure doesn't
simple.
look like N64 graphics.
It looks like Super Nintendo.
Great.
Yeah,
it does. It's like crisper, but still, yeah, you're right. It's but for what it was, that's all you need. You don't need this 3D world.
No.
Yep.
Business, though. In some cases, 3D is actually much easier than doing sprite work. But whatever. It's a good game. Anything else, Gib? Anything else you got?
There's my gameplay channel where I'm currently playing Dark Souls. I guess that's not really that interesting. Although
did you finish Ape Escape?
Oh yeah, I finished Ape Escape. So
I gotta watch that.
If you want to see the whole game, there it is.
I do. No ape shall escape.
Yes.
Hey!
Jesse Wood. That's the Jesse Wood.
Yes, I saved
Catch
the planet
those
from the
apes.
apes.
Put them in a fucking cage! That makes me want to play Apescape real bad.
It's
I'll have to live
great. It's
vicariously
the
through
greatest
you.
game ever.
It's the greatest concept for a game of all time. There can be no question.
In fact, this is not really an interesting point, actually. Forget it.
Okay. That
In
point
fact,
sucks.
forget it. No, it was just
Real.
like there was like I got introduced to Ape Escape by my cousins, and they wanted me to play this wrestling game, which is where I learned about wrestling,
That sounds
and I
sexy.
hated
Oh my
it because Ape Escape was there, and it was way better.
They say that apes are our cousin species, and you say your cousins introduced you to Ape Escape. Is there some correlation there, I wonder?
No.
Speaking of wrestling games, that fucking Undertale wrestling was like the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Digi says
this-
it'll be ready in 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
To this
Tell
day.
that fucking douchebag, get in here now!
I mean, if
We need him.
If-
We're floundering.
if wrestling
This is all gold.
if wrestling was like that and involved like characters that I knew from things,
Yeah.
I could get way into it.
Yeah.
But that's
It's-
kind of the thing with wrestling. Like you get into it, you find out
Yeah.
who the characters are.
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
got that when I was a kid because I thought it was weird and gay.
Yeah, neither did I.
But little did I know,
It is weird and gay.
it is weird and gay. I was right all along. Yeah.
So yeah, wrestling. What are we going? Stuff I've been doing. I think that's about it.
You've been jacking off. You've been
Yes.
clearing out your backup.
Yes,
That's
there's
good.
a porn on the internet. Did you know?
That's good.
So let's.
Is there
talk.
lots of Undine porn? I'd like to get into that.
I haven't actually been looking at Undertale porn.
If you think about it, Undine, so
Undyne,
women have the fishy
it's
vagina.
Undyne. Let's have
Women
this
have the
argument
fishy
right
vagina,
here.
and Undine is a fish.
Undyne.
That must be a
Undyne.
multiplicative effect.
It's
she must
Undyne.
have the fishiest smelling vagina
Undyne, bitch.
of all
Undyne.
time.
It's for sure it's Undyne though.
I don't care. It's Undine to me, and it always will be.
Well, now
Everyone's
people can
objectively
argue in the
wrong.
comments over that. So that's good.
Let them argue. I'll win. Man, she looks so good with your
She-
icon, with the red hair and the blue skin. What a great combination that is. Man, fantastic color work.
She's a Tully.
A Tully.
A what?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Because they're on fields of red and
Tully,
blue.
Tully red and blue. Oh, and she's a fish too.
Oh, shit.
Hot-
You're absolutely right.
Hot dog.
If only there was some silver in her design, because they have like a
Family.
silver
I don't know whether
Honor,
people can see what
whatever.
we're talking about,
duty.
but
Family honor duty,
yeah,
I think.
it's
Hey.
my Skype icon at the moment is Undyne.
Yeah. Jesse, edit that one in. There you go.
Edit
What
it
am I
in.
doing?
Edit it.
I'm not
edit that
listening.
Edit
you
it in,
guys.
Jesse.
Leave
Eh.
Jesse alone. Don't make him do this crap.
Don't make him work for a living.
He suffers enough.
Yeah, for his craft. Ben, let's hear about your shit you've been doing.
Yeah.
Ben hit a big milestone in his career.
Yeah, I finished my comic.
He's
done.
got a comic, a whole actual real comic that he's sending out to people.
He did it.
For real.
He
He's done
actually
something cooler than any of
created
us.
something original, like an actual artist.
Completely original. That's right. That's right.
It-
No
it is-
derivative at all.
It's well, I did use brushes made by other people.
Oh,
That-
Oh, well, then you're a
That-
fraud.
that's true.
You're a hack
You're right,
fraud.
Ben. You have to
should
make
die.
that from scratch, so you better go invent the universe.
I didn't. That's right.
Oh.
I didn't carve my own pencils or pulp my own paper.
Or
Well, then
fuse your
you're,
own computer
you're just as
tablet.
bad as a regular old douchebag reviewer.
Yep.
That's right.
No better than us.
Might as
Is
well
it
hop
okay
back.
if we discuss the comic at all, or do you want to keep it super secret
we
forever?
can. We can discuss the comic. I mean, it's
Because I really liked it. It
Yeah,
was
we
cool
did.
looking, and
We
I
all
liked
read
the
the
characters.
comic because we're all super best friends, so we got a sneak peek,
Sure did.
and I thought it was pretty stupendous.
It is truly an impressive work. If you guys have ever read, you probably haven't.
Is
Ben-
stupendous a compliment? Because I don't even know what that word
Absolutely,
means.
it means great. It means
Kinda
really,
sounds like
really,
stupid.
really good.
It means it's so good
Jesse,
that you
are
were
you fucking with
stupefied
me?
by it.
Yes.
Yes, stupendous.
Ben got me
extremely
a book
impressive.
a year ago. I could clearly tell, as it was a gift for my birthday, I could clearly tell it's because he wanted a copy around. But nonetheless, I liked it. It was this book called Billy Corrigan, the Smartest Kid in the World.
well, I
And-
got it for you because it was something I liked, and I thought you'd like it too.
Oh, fair. Fair enough. And Ben's comic very much reminds me of that, if you've read it, only it's like that crossed with the art style of Scott Pilgrim. That's sort of the impression I get from it. If you know,
which
Google
is
those,
pretty good compliment because I really like both.
It
of
is
those
a compliment.
things.
It is certainly a compliment. Yes.
I haven't read Scott Pilgrim. I have seen a few images, but yeah, it is that
Just
sort of
watch the
style, kind of.
movie.
I
Scott
saw the
Pilgrim.
movie. I love the
Movies are awesome.
movie.
I love the movie.
Is awesome.
I actually haven't read the comic beyond like volume 2, and I was like, this is just a movie, only slower. Fuck it.
I read the whole thing. I don't know if it was before they even made the movie, but I definitely read it before I saw the movie.
Fair enough. I know you're a big fan.
Yeah,
There's not like a lot of like big time independent comic artists like that. Like you got all the guys working for like Marvel and DC, but
yeah,
like who's
it's
an
not-
independent dude?
it's not
Hussy.
really a very good business.
Yeah,
in the West.
Yeah, nowadays it's either webcomics or nothing.
yeah. Even with webcomics, you gotta get big, gotta get a big hit,
I mean, I'm making my website right now.
which is so cool. I tried to make a website; it's really hard.
It's.
I'm a professional programmer. That's what I do every day.
When I did it it's basically I have it like basically done.
That's so
I
cool.
did it in like 3 days. Although there is one like fancy thing I really want to add a thing where just hitting left and right keys makes it go to the next or previous
That is
page.
a fantastic idea.
It's just that it needs JavaScript and I don't understand JavaScript, so I'm trying to
I might be able to help you with that.
Okay, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, but like other than that, it's like it's done. It's just I have to like redraw the icons, like the next and the previous icons, because I sort of have placeholder images.
So what you're saying is you're making a website for it. It's not your publishing has not panned out, unfortunately.
I mean, I should give it some more time to see if I hear back from any publishers.
Yeah.
I'm not really too. I'm not. I mean, I doubt. Or I suspect that anyone that does get back to me is probably gonna be like a similar thing to those other guys that said, you know, pay for your own print run or whatever.
Yeah, which is pretty
like the only
pretty rough.
only someone like Image, who was gonna be like have like a big presence and actually be able to generate me like legit money through digital sales. Only someone like that would be a good reason not to post it on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like 99% likelihood is I am going to end up just putting it on the internet. And so I want to make a dedicated site, and I'm going to put it on Tapastic too.
Wait, what's Tapastic? What's
There's
that?
a comic web guy thing.
Yeah, it's a comic web thing, and they used to have a built-in
It was a Patreon style
sort of, yeah.
something.
Is that the thing that just got shut down?
Yeah, they're shutting it down at the end of the month. So,
pretty brutal. I heard some lady was doing really well.
I told you about that.
That's right. Oh, all right. I heard it from someone.
Yeah. It was well, actually, I'll go check because I'm interested because I saw she was making like 1.2K on Tapastic per month.
Yeah, that's great.
But she put out the notice being like, guys, we got to move to Patreon because they're closing it down. And when I checked, she was only at like less than $200. But like the message had only gone out like that day or the day before.
Man,
so.
Patreon is so funny because everyone who uses Patreon knows that you kind of want people to forget that they're paying you. Like when you get to like Jesse's position of you've got a big regular income, like making any sort of big changes to the kind of system you use, so many people will just not bother. They would, it's just a big hassle. They're already paying you, and I don't know. I mean, anything could have changed. When we did like our switch up of like TBAP plays, which doesn't make a ton of money or anything because TBAP's declined, but we argued for so long about whether it was like appropriate, what the right move was to like not even alert people that we were making any changes, which I don't think we ended up doing. But the concern was there from what we've seen happen to other people. Just like you make a change, switch to monthly or whatever, it all goes to shit.
Yeah, I feel
et cetera.
Like the announcing a change like that. Most of the time, people don't pay attention anyway. Like I tried to tell people that I was going from like one per video to monthly because
right.
I didn't even get one video out per month, so it was better for me at the time, and it's stayed like that since. And nobody says anything to me on Patreon.
Yeah,
so it's
and
just sort of like every month. Every month they pay, and they just talk to me on Twitter or Tumblr or whatever if they really want to,
Yeah,
those are the true heroes.
Get information.
Like as long as they're talking to you somehow.
Yeah. They got ways.
I mean, some of them are. A lot of these people, though, I feel like they just they're just like they just want to give me the money, which is great.
Yeah,
do that. Everyone else do that, and they don't really talk to me at all, which is cool. I feel sometimes like I should like give like
reach
more...
out to them or something.
Yeah, because like my Patreon page doesn't have any rewards or anything, so I don't really need to pay attention to it myself.
Right. Yeah.
So just sort of like the tip jar.
That's totally understandable. But the whole purpose of Patreon is kind of to fund stuff that you get anyway. And it's just like a stability system, basically, for people to continue to produce the content they make because you like it so much, you feel it's worth paying them. But, obviously, I get what you're saying. I feel the same way.
Speaking of which, Ben has a Patreon for his comic stuff, so go have a look at that, maybe.
Yeah, Jesse will put a link, and he'll do some fancy editing. He will animate a whole thing happening right now.
God.
Of Ben's thing.
I think Jesse's dead, actually.
He's probably... I don't know. I guess he is.
My comic Patreon is basically set up as soon whenever I do post the comic online, then I'll switch that to monthly and fucking get that shit going.
Good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm gonna shell out cash and advertise like there's no tomorrow and get 1 million views and get 1,000 patrons and make $1 billion a month.
My plan, I guess this is a fair segue into the stuff I've been doing. My plan when I put out the Gurren Lagann Part 2 video was to, like, shill it as hard as possible by, like, just paying money. Because I've got an actual job now. I can afford to dump a couple $100 into advertising just to get the word out.
I'm still not sure that advertising does that much. But
that's the thing. Well, I was willing just to make an experiment of it. But I still don't know... Where do you put the money to make that happen? There is no. I thought there was a system.
You just put it in an envelope.
Yeah.
And then you fold the envelope into a little boat.
Yes.
And then you light a candle in the boat and you set it adrift in the sea.
And the kindly lighthouseman make sure it gets to where it's going. Across the sea.
You'll get it that night. There'll be a knock at your bedroom door. Do not answer it. And the next day, you'll have 1 million views.
Sounds like the plan for me. Let me.
I think there's ways on like Facebook to like promote your posts with money, and on Twitter as well now. So I guess that's how you would do it. Like through
I should do
social
both
media.
of those things because I am super willing to just dump some money just to experiment, see what kind of results I get back.
I think
maybe after my next video, I don't know.
You should do that like after you have at least like 10 videos because like I've had people come to me and say I like your stuff. Like they found my video and they saw it, and they said I like your stuff, but I can't really subscribe because you don't really make a lot of videos. You don't have a lot of videos. Like people like it when they've got a backlog. To go through
is true.
For some reason.
All I'm gonna say is, in my case, I produce, or I'm trying to produce content a little faster than Hypocrite has been through no fault of your own. You're just in school, so you're real busy.
Yeah.
So it takes a while for in between those to come out. And
got it, fuck boys.
Oh shit, it's Digi. Should we sync up?
It's okay. I'm recording already.
Okay, good. We're just talking about our plans.
Well, first we should sync up.
Suck a big dick on the count of 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Suck a big dick.
Suck.
Did
Jesse, mother.
Is Jesse here at all?
You only need to sync mine with one person, really.
That's right. That's
true. I left 10 minutes ago to get food and no one noticed, so I just didn't say anything.
We noticed.
We just thought this is even better than it was before.
I thought it was weird. I didn't hear Jesse at all.
Okay.
Just fucking around.
If only
so at the moment we're talking about what Nate has been doing.
Oh, that's right. I was going to talk about my shit. Made the Gurren Lagann Part 2. Took 6 months. Turned out great. Everybody loves it. People are talking. People are talking about this kid. This kid, the best guy ever. He's big. He's gonna be big.
Posting your face around as a meme.
Man, let me tell you about who's posting my face. Hyperbit Hero isn't like the hugest guy. He's got like 25,000 subs. Posted a meme of my face on his Twitter. Fantastic. That's been my dream my whole life. to be a meme.
I don't know whether
know
whether it counts as a meme until other people start using it.
Okay, I know the true definition of meme is an idea that is shared among a group, whatever, something. I'm using it in the retarded, horrible way.
You should be calling it as a macro. Is what
you're right. It is an image macro. That is what it actually is. That's so. It was me from my first Gurren Lagann video. Yeah.
I appreciate why you would want that, because I used to try to turn myself into a macro. It never caught on very well.
Dude, you gotta this one I made of you with the anime hands. You gotta that's the one. That one's gonna be big.
Have you seen the ones that Victor did that were
I have.
It's like,
I've seen those.
Like
those are on Facebook,
world.
aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
It's like I've got like all this blue like digital looking shit surrounding me, and I'm like looking up, and it says like,
oh yeah,
what can I post to win YouTubes?
Yes,
and stuff like that.
I do. It doesn't it kind of look like the Wolf album?
Yes, it's similar to that.
That's the one. That was great. So not only did Hyperbit Hero retweet about how great my video was and make that image, Wooly from Two Best Friends Play, or whoever those guys are. He liked it. He made a post about how great it was.
Whoa,
that was awesome.
That's pretty big.
Those guys got like 1 million subscribers, or 500,000.
1 billion subscribers.
They got 500,000. Yeah, it was. It's good. So and my videos are fantastic. So they take a long time to make. I don't know. It's gonna be like another.
What would you say
3 weeks?
What would you say if Kim Jong-un retweeted your video?
I'd say, sign me up. Mein Führer, let's burn this party to the ground.
I'd say konnichiwa.
That's right. Yeah, I'd switch to the North Korean religion immediately. Did you know in North Korea their president is actually the current Kim Jong-un's father, who is dead, is the president, and his son is just like the acting, like he's not the official president, he's like chairman of the board. And so they worship a dead guy.
How interesting!
He's their president. Yep, it's interesting.
Do they Weekend at Bernie's him?
I have no doubt that they do. I don't know. I'm making more videos. The next one's going to be.
So why are we on the subject of Nate's YouTube career?
We were talking about everybody.
We were going through all of our what we've been up to.
Jesse, what are you doing with your life, my friend?
I'm eating chicken and beans.
I'm currently doing a chicken and beans Let's Eat, and it's coming out great.
Let's eat.
I've done one of those before.
You probably have. Dude, you and Tom did a Let's Eat at BronyCon.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Well, that was more of a review.
Yeah,
really.
whatever.
There's a guy I subscribe to who made YouTube poops, and he had a series called Let's Taste, and he just tasted a thing, and he said, yeah, it's good. And every video was the same.
That's excellent.
That's good.
I know that YMS has said before that he'd like to do a reaction video channel where every video is just him sitting with no expression at all.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I think Jesse had the same idea independently.
Yeah.
I actually made the channel. Just a second.
Oh, God. You would.
Yeah. I didn't set anything up for it yet. I'm dying. I've got chicken in my lungs right now. I'm trying to.
I got chicken in my lungs.
I'm trying to
get in there.
I'm trying to push words through the chicken membrane in the back of my throat.
Can you get it out? Oh, given reference again.
Oh.
Bringing it home.
I guess.
Chicken in a basketball, motherfucker.
I
don't know how Jesse is a basketball.
I don't think I've listened to that song anywhere near as many times as you guys
It's
have.
the greatest song ever recorded.
It was a pretty good song.
How did you get in there? Wasn't there a sequel? Oh no, at BronyCon, Victor drew that picture of actually the basketball that Michael Jordan is dunking in the ending of Space Jam. Oh right, it was Will Smith. The one he was at the much discussed fight was the basketball with the chicken inside.
That was the b-ball that always plays outside the school. That was the one.
Yeah, that's the one
in the show.
It's part of the extended Fresh Prince of Bel-Air universe. Chicken in a basketball.
Man, it took me a good 3 minutes into I'm Afraid of a Skeletons to realize that was not what the original song was called or was being sung.
Wait, there was an original song?
It's a David
Bowie
Bowie
classic.
Yeah, it's I'm Afraid of Americans, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was a
Most
parody.
people, I think,
Lazy
didn't know that because it's...
The funny thing about you not realizing it's a parody, Ben, is that the actual lyrics are playing in the background. He's just singing over the song, but I'm Afraid of Skeletons fits it so perfectly that like you really have to listen to hear that he's actually saying I'm Afraid of Americans in the background.
I just thought it
was a visual experience.
I just thought it was a Gibbonism, a skeletons.
Yeah, so did I. That's why I was like, because I kept the whole time I'm thinking, okay, this sounds like David Bowie, but surely there's not a song called "I'm Afraid of Skeletons."
I thought it was too. I just assumed it was.
That's great. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that video, even though it was kind of.
It came out really well.
That was a great video. I mean, I don't want to shit on your other one, good. But I liked it way more than the other
yeah.
And that's not to diss the other one, just how much I liked
the problem with the top 20 skeletons is that it was a top 20 and not a top 10, because it made it too long and nobody could share it. And I think I cut down the jingle in editing.
That's true. He did it on YouTube.
In post
Not by the time I had
upload.
seen it.
Well,
yeah,
but
now it's changed. But because you can do that, you can edit down videos after they've been uploaded now.
I had no fucking
Which
idea.
is crazy.
It's pretty cool.
Bananas.
The thing that sucks though is that you can't zoom into the timeline. You got this tiny little window of the YouTube, and you've got to you can't even input the exact time code like with the seconds and stuff. You just have to wait and then pause exactly when you want to cut. It's like it's literally like trying to pause on like cutting a film strip.
Yeah.
Like you just gotta get it at the right moment, then pause it, and then cut it, and then. But yeah, I cut that down.
What a shitload of
should
fuck.
Be better. It's like a whole minute that I cut out, or a minute and a half.
Yeah, that's good. A minute and a half of just like those in between skeleton jingles.
Yeah, that was good. The worst thing about it.
Glad that's been trimmed down.
I'm still not quite happy with the comedy and in most of it. There was a few jokes that I liked, but a lot of it was just sort of like I'm just going through the motions and making a joke because I have to, because this is the skit part.
Well, I don't know. I guess you could get really creative with a top list like Jesse has with his top 10 games to play when you're sick. Now that's a legendary video.
I haven't seen that in a long time. I should watch it again.
I watch it all the time for that.
I just did a commentary.
We are not your
with Jesse.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Why didn't you invite me? That's my favorite fucking video.
You weren't there. You were fucking off somewhere else.
It was very rapid fire because we did.
God damn it!
We just wanted to do Hello Kitty, and then we ended up doing that and SimCity and games to play when you're sick. All at once.
And those commentaries are available exclusively for my patrons. So all of you douchebags listening to this, no, they're not out because I haven't made the announcement yet. But I'm making it now. If you become a patron, you will see exclusive commentaries on my videos from me and other people.
What level of patron?
I don't know.
I'll figure it out later. Probably be like a $10-15 thing. I would think.
Yeah, $10.
I make it $1,000.
$5, $10.
There's going to be one guy who has to see those videos. Bam, $1,000, right there. That's the strategy of a winner. None of this pussyfooting around.
Yeah. And his name is Gibbon.
What?
What's going on with anime? What's even up with that?
Wait, I didn't even answer the question when you asked me what I was up to.
I didn't ask.
Like an hour ago.
But I'm asking now.
All right, Jesse, what have you been up to
sister.
In general and stuff with videos?
Wait, don't tell. I'll be right back.
What? You can't.
Fuck you. Jesse, go ahead.
Does he want us to just say nothing until he gets back?
I think he does. What a
Fuck
little
you,
bitch.
Ben.
No, this is stupid. I'm not waiting for Ben. Jesse, go ahead. Let's.
I've got. Sorry, there's like a static ringing in my ears. I don't know if it's coming from my fucking headphones or from one of you guys. Is everybody wearing headphones or am I like an idiot?
I'm wearing headphones. I've got my speakers turned off.
I bet it's Ben.
I can't hear any static, so it probably is just yours.
Yeah, it sounds like it's just coming through the headphones, which is worrying. Anyway, Jesse, what have you been up to?
I've been up to everything. I have 1,000 channels now. They're all amazing. Everyone should subscribe to every single one of them. And I'll tell you what they are right now.
Good.
I don't remember.
There's Endless Jess.
Endless Jess, the greatest, the worst YouTube channel of all time, which in my opinion is the biggest compliment I can give myself. Okay. So, it's been 6 months since Horseshoe Finale. If I'm uploading this, I'm drowning in horseshoes, which I think I am, then most of these idiots probably don't even know where I've been.
Jesse,
Shut
I'm
the
back
fuck
and I'm ready. I'm ready to hear your
up!
answer.
Wait, why is this going on Drowning in Horseshoes? Is that
I don't
channel
know.
still a thing?
No, it's not. But I figured, where else would a podcast with all of us go?
On Drowning in Norse Shoes.
Oh, of course.
That's where it's
Make a
going.
whole new
This is a
fucking
Norse Cast.
channel for and then you could just dress up as a vampire and talk about Norsemen.
Yeah.
Vampire? I mean, a Viking.
Hey, let's talk about how my Japanese animes has less subscribers than the best guy ever.
Fuck that.
The
I'm
best channel.
I'm biding my time until the next My Japanese Animes, which will be the most epic one yet. It'll blow everything out of the water. It'll make you cry like a little bitch.
Oh, we'll see
into
about
your
that.
stupid body pillow snake, like a little bitch and a little bitch and a little bitch. You go to meet Terry Crews, you say, sign my body pillow, he says no. If you haven't beaten Shinobi 3, you're a little bitch, and a little bitch, and a little bitch.
You guys should have seen the bitch tears Jesse cried when I released that Gurren Lagann video.
What are you talking about?
They were so sweet.
Oh,
they were so sweet.
I don't know, I think the Gurren Lagann Part 1 was better.
I think
agree. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you for somebody had to say it finally, other than me. I'm the only one that said it.
I've been torn about it because Part 2 I obviously love as a big fan of big analytical videos.
Yeah.
But Part 1 did really blow my mind. Like the level of thought that went in, the level of effort it put into doing a different pose for every single thing.
I know,
and
right?
you nailed them all. Every facial
right?
expression.
It's
a very acting.
It's a very rewatchable video. If I were to watch your stuff again, I would rewatch the first one instead of Part 2. I really like Part 2, but it's it's so long.
And watched Part 2 only once.
I like the Monster Musume video. It's my
fuck
favorite.
That guy. This guy doesn't know anything about anime.
For how much enjoyment you get, per second, Part 1 just blows Part 2 out of the water.
I know I'm biased here. I just fucking love the sound of my own voice. So for me, it's always going to be Part 2, baby.
I know that feel, bro.
I would agree, actually.
I would bet
your voice
I've watched
is pretty
that
great.
voice. I'm glad you think so. I don't actually know if anyone else shares that particular affinity for my own voice. I do, but I watched that video too much. A lot. I like to think if I had more videos, I wouldn't just watch that one every time I was with my phone and had nothing currently playing. But, this is my life. This is what I do.
I mean, I'm not gonna... it is probably, Part 2 is probably my favorite anime analysis video that exists that was not made by me. So
No, really, they're two different. You can't really compare them as the same type of video.
They're not.
So as analysis, the second part is obviously the best one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would rewatch the first one.
Digi?
Huh? What?
I said, what's your favorite? You made it imply that there's something better you made. I'm just curious what you think what that is.
It's a difficult question, but I think overall I have to go with the Psychopath series.
Ah, right.
I do have some problems with the narration on it, just because some of it's nonstop. And I had told Devu, because he edited it, I was like, you can put some gaps in the dialogue if you want, but he did not want to, so he just left it all as it was. And I was like, I should have probably done some of that before I gave it to him. Because it can be a bit much to have 2.5 hours or however an hour and a half of nonstop fucking dialogue. But yeah, that's probably to totally toot my own horn. I think the Psychopaths videos are the best anime analysis on YouTube.
Was that the 5-part series or something?
Yeah,
I do remember liking those. Those were good.
I never actually watched them, only because I intended to watch the show first, and I do that with a bunch of stuff you make sometimes. I haven't watched the Eva ones because I want to rewatch Eva first.
Well, that's pointless. I could see that for the Psychopaths ones, but the Eva ones are like strictly episode by episode. There's a lot of people who watch the show with the episodes. Like when I put one out, they'll watch that episode and then watch my my video type thing.
That's fair. It's just it's been so long since I've seen the show. It's almost as if I never even saw it.
Right. I mean, that's how it has been for me making the videos, where it was like,
yeah.
I mean, I'd seen those. The reason I've only covered the first 9 episodes is because I had seen those episodes more recently, and like I really had a sense of what they were like in my head. Right. So when I rewatched them, like I already kind of knew what I was gonna say about them, and then for the rest of the show, I hadn't seen it in like 10 years. So I just rewatched it like a month and a half ago, and it was okay.
So you think the first half is better than the second half?
Yeah, like by a long shot in terms of.
Wait, I've heard
Ava?
like people say that like the first
Ava.
6
You're
episodes
You're
are like
talking all this shit. You don't know nothing.
You think the second half is better than the first half, Jesse?
No.
Yeah, definitely, because the second half is when everybody starts losing their fucking minds and going apeshit.
That's the popular consensus. Like I've seen like
the second
images
half is like okay. Let me put it this way. You need the whole show. Like, the first half would be nothing without the second half.
Well, of course.
But the first half is better made, and if the second half was made like the first half, it would have been, like, unbelievable that the show existed. Because, like, when you've seen the whole show and you rewatch the first half, then, like, you see how subtly they build up all the characters, where, like, you know, you never really get beat over the head or, like, told outright what characters are thinking or what they're like. You see it all through background details, you know. You see Shinji with, like, this torn-up letter from his dad that, you know, he ripped up and then taped back together and came back. And, like, you know, no one draws attention to that. You just kind of observe it. And there's, like, so much shit like that throughout the first half. And then the second half is, like...
The second half's got that shadow orb in the sky, dude, and he's just such a bad motherfucker. That's why it's the best show ever.
When you watch the second half, then it explores a character by they get absorbed into an angel.
Yes.
And then, like, for 10 minutes, a disembodied voice tells you that character's entire backstory. You know?
Yeah, that was kind of shit. If they could just condense that part down, that would be...
Now that you mention it, Ava is kind of shit. They should make it again.
Everyone knows, get the fuck out of here.
That's exactly, like, why they did it, though.
No, that is not why they did it. They did it to fucking sell
I don't know, because
and...
Anno started working on rebuilds in like, the early 2000s. Like, because I didn't know that till I was making that video. That he started... Like, he was trying to get it off the ground in 2002. He was trying to get the money together for it.
That's only, like, that was.
You know, 5 years after the show. I think he probably... went like he realized at some point Ava's the best thing I've ever made, but
let's dwell on that for the rest of my life. That sounds like such a great time.
Well, he went, Ava's the best thing I've ever made. I mean, he's had quotes where he said, like, Ava is everything, Ava is my life, it is like the ultimate thing, dude. You know, around the time that he had first made it. And then I think he looked back and he went, man, that show sure was successful. Now I can make it again with, like, all the money in the universe and, like, not have any of the issues. But then he changed it, so...
it's
not even... Like, it would be one thing if Rebuild was literally just the show, but with better production values
that would
and pacing.
Be probably
he forgot
acceptable.
To make it good.
That's he made change. And Gibbon, I think you'll relate to this. I really am reminded of, like, George Harrison, who was, like, after he left the Beatles... Like, he could have just, like, kind of done what Paul McCartney did and just try to, like, keep that going, make the Wings, you know, produce more stuff, and that's fine. But instead, he took a completely different path and just did all this other shit. He made a new group of bros. Him and, all those guys.
The Indian guys?
Well, I mean, he did that while he was still in the Beatles. But my point is, the Village People. Like, he changed his identity, and... Okay, this is a bad example, but my point is, he wasn't just tied down to the best thing he'd ever been involved in. He made, like, a new whole life for himself. When he died, he said, like, his most important identity for himself is as a gardener. That was, like, the most important thing that he was to him. He wasn't a fucking Beatle. He had his own shit. He explored new stuff after he left. The most important thing that everyone else would say he did. And I just feel like Anno's gotta give himself that chance.
And that's why real artists have 5 YouTube channels.
That's right. That's right.
I just started a new YouTube channel yesterday.
Oh shit, it's true. It's time to shill. Let's hear it.
Yeah, it's called List Bro.
I came up with the name, everyone. You're welcome.
That's true. Jesse did come up with the name, and it's a lot better than Digi's top 10.
These bozos were agonizing over a name for hours. I swooped in
name
on a fucking Pegasus, and I said, "Yo, list, bro," and then swooped away.
What the fuck was mine? My name was perfect, but I can't remember what it is. It's been lost to the mist of time.
Clearly, it wasn't that good if you could forget it like
It was
that.
so good that I couldn't keep it contained in my brain for very long. That's the reality of this situation.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
I'll make my own Digibro list channel. It'll be better than yours.
The formula for naming a new channel is just adding the new gimmick to your old name.
Right.
Drowning in...
That's what
Norse,
I usually do,
whatever.
but I just do it really lame, like Digi's top 10. It's the new gimmick added to the old name, just not in a clever way.
Except
but
now,
List Bros
I don't think my channels have a common theme though anymore.
They all drown.
Not anymore though, because that guy.
That's true.
That guy died.
Drowning in channels.
That guy
I think I've
died
made
in
that joke
blimp
before.
wreck.
Are you gonna change it to endless kayfabe?
Oh, what a terrible idea.
Oh no,
Doesn't sound that bad.
Well,
I guess it actually sounds okay.
Well, drowning in kayfabe, ever since the kayfabe commander took it over, I don't even know what's going on with that channel.
No one does. I'm scared of that guy, dude.
Its fate is uncertain.
Yeah.
You know your destiny's uncertain, and sometimes it's hard to take.
Yeah,
what the fuck are you
Steven
singing?
Universe
Is that
is a great
Celine
show.
Dion?
With My Little Pony's the best show ever made. There we go.
Which one was that?
I watched the Diamond. That's the season 4 finale with Tarek. It's the song all the princesses sing together.
That song blows.
That you fucking blow. You know what's the
It
best?
does blow.
I watched the Diamond Tiara episode for the 20th time. It's the fucking best.
All
episode.
of the epic story songs are shit.
Get the fuck out. Oh yeah, I bet True Friend fucking sucks, right?
Yes,
True Friend
it
is
does,
ass.
because that whole
you
episode
fucking
sucks.
I don't
That
care
episode
how
is
much
garbage.
you're fucking
I already
confused by the
figured it
plot
out.
because
I
you can't
showed
understand it.
everyone
It's the best song
objectively
in the
why
series.
Hey,
It's
Hippo.
the best song in the series.
Hey, Hippo.
No, you two get out of here.
With your
You're
shitty
doing another
opinions.
part of this.
I bet
I'm
you
having
don't
an
even
adult
like
Let's
really
conversation.
fucking get out of this brony
My
faggotry fest.
likes
I know.
of my cutie mark.
They really are still
Get out of here!
the
I
biggest
told
fans
you, and I
of
They're
Evan.
both deliberately walking farther away from the microphone to make it sound like
Why don't you appreciate anything
It's
that
pretty-
Lauren Faust makes for
It's
you,
pretty
you
thoughtful of
motherfucker?
them, if so.
This is a surprisingly well orchestrated. Do you think they both had to take their headphones off for this?
It's funny because we did it earlier in the podcast while you weren't here, but that was also out of nowhere, and it just worked.
All right, Jesse's gone. The songs are good. The songs are the
I guess
best.
they're just well-practiced faggots.
It's a bad
Yes.
episode. I
You're a
proved
bad
this
episode.
with
It's
science.
not even
No, enough
objectively.
of,
I'm just
enough
saying
of
the
this
song is
pony
good.
I'm
bullshit.
just laying down the fact. How can the song be good when the whole episode is 100%
Oh, well,
bad?
why didn't I think of
That's
that?
what I
I guess
said.
that's why-
That's what I've been
Literally
saying
doing
this
it the
whole
third time.
time.
That's why Drowning in Horseshoes
not-
is shit, because
I'm
he's
not
got
doing
shit
anything.
episodes.
You couldn't be half the man that Drowning in Horseshoes was on his worst day.
You know I'm not the little boy that I used to be.
Bring it home.
I'm all grown up now.
I just wanna
Baby, can't you
be
see?
cake
Stacy's
standard.
mom has got it
Oh no, I didn't
going
realize it was
on.
the job I want, and I've waited for so long. Stacy, can't you see? You're just not the girl for me. I know it might be wrong,
because it's the best game.
Stacy's mom. Yeah,
Now isn't that better, everyone?
that is better.